It ain't your first time on the field.
No.
So take us through the progress that's been hard to believe. It's several weeks since camp started, and now you're facing game week. Just kind of take us through the defensive line's progress.
Yeah, it's been some good and some bad. You know, the guys have been working really hard. Have been trying to do what we asked them to do. Good thing is we don't play this week. Thank goodness. You know, we got another week to kind of get ready and get them prepared. And you know, the older guys have really stepped up and leading the way. Crum, I think, has taken an active role in trying to be a leader with the group and really helped him and helped the group both. But I'm pleased with, you know, some of those older guys and some of the younger guys have got to step up, obviously. But I think we'll be okay.
How intentionally have you matched them, not just to get their experience together, but to kind of bring the guys along, playing some younger guys with the veterans to get a taste of things?
Well, you know, in this league, you can't play 65, 70 snaps a game up front. You can't do it. And so hopefully the guys understand that, you know, it's about developing depth, and I got to feel good that you know what to do, let alone how to do it. That's a big part of it. But some of those younger guys, they're starting to come along, and I say younger guys. You know, you look at Dink, you look at Travion, Eric Taylor's a junior college guy who obviously we brought in to hopefully fill some gaps. So, you know, we're coming. It's never as fast as you want it to be as a coach. But we're coming along. We're making strides.
One of those young guys has kind of created a buzz this camp, and Coach Arnett's kind of singling him out as Deontay Anderson, and a lot of his teammates are saying he seems more confident and comfortable with the system. What have you seen from
Well,
Deontay?
he's definitely been better than he was in the spring, so that would be improvement. And by no stretch of the imagination is it where he needs to be, but he's working. At least he's trending in the right direction. And he's had some really good practices, and then he's had some bad practices, but that's really not different than anybody else. But I'm pleased with where he is. I think he's a little bit more focused. I think he's stronger. He's a little bit bigger, so I think all that kind of complements him and where he is right now. But been pleased with him. He's starting to come along.
DeMonte Russell is a guy who's been around a little while now, and he's moved around some. He told us he wanted to have a big year this year. So what did you kind of see from him?
Yeah, you know, he's kind of a jack of all trades. We play him about every position up on the front. You know, I think it's a little more in him than what we're getting, and hopefully we can get that out. But you know, I'm pleased with where he is. Could he be better? I think so, and we just gotta drive and get that out of it. You know. He knows what to do. He knows how to do it. Now it's a matter of doing it fast, hard, and violent, and that's the bottom line.
You brought in a pretty decent-sized group of freshman defensive linemen. I know now it's about getting ready for the season, but what have you seen from Joe Head and that group?
Well, those young guys, it's a great group of guys. Been pleasantly surprised with Joe. Same thing with Caleb. Gabe has had some good days and bad days, and so is Jonathan Davis. But that's a good group. I think by the time they become juniors and seniors, that group there, those guys, they'll fit right in with some of the better D linemen we've had here.
With even though we have so many veterans that played so many snaps there, how has it made the competition not just with each other, but the fact that Coach Brock's explained that you're still trying to decide how many linemen will you play every game and what matchup, how many linebackers they're competing just to get on the field?
Yeah. You know, that's the whole deal is in the program. You got to compete and you got to fight every day. You know, I would like to play everybody. I would like to have a role for everybody. Fact of the matter is, you got to prove that you earned the right to play, and I got to be confident that you know what to do. And but we've gotten some good competition. Some guys have stepped up. Obviously, I think it echoes to the fact that the guys know, and those older guys know, you can't play 65 snaps in this league. You just can't do it. And so everybody's got to have a role, and everybody's got to be able to get in there. We can't have a drop-off. You know, if one of those young guys go in, hey, we got to be able to play and keep the momentum and keep the thing going. So, but the competition is developing.